Delano Hospital settles English-only lawsuit and Philippine Americans win $1 million in bias case. Delano Regional Medical Center, an acute care hospital in California's San Joaquin Valley, will pay $975,000 to settle a lawsuit filed by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and the Asian Pacific American Legal Center on behalf of a class of approximately 70 Filipino-American workers. The settlement, announced September 17, resolves the charges that the workers endured on ongoing harassment and discrimination due to their national origin, stemming from top levels of hospital management. Since at least 2006, the Filipino-American hospital workers, mostly nursing staff, alleged that they were targets of harassing comments, undue scrutiny, and discipline, particularly when speaking with a Filipino accent or in Filipino languages like Ilocano or Tagalog. Supervisors, staff, and even volunteers were allegedly encouraged to act as vigilantes, constantly berating and reprimanding Filipino-American employees for 6 years. The staff constantly made fun of their accents, ordering them to speak English even when they were already speaking in English. Some Filipino-American workers endured humiliating threats of arrest if they did not speak English and were told to go back to the Philippines. The English-speaking policy allegedly required employees to speak English except when speaking to a patient with other language needs or during break time. Top cop is chief foe of domestic violence. Police Chief Manny Martinez tells it like it is. Domestic violence is unacceptable, according to the 56-year-old head of the 113 department responsible for protecting the 102,000 residents of Daly City, California. Domestic violence should not happen to anybody, according to Martinez. Top cop since 2009, Martinez declared his philosophy in response to the invitation to headline an event commemorating October Domestic Violence Awareness Month. The Gilroy resident liked to cap his 80-mile commute by exploring the diverse sector of Daly City. He actually asked his personnel to take him along to their home community events to familiarize himself with the many population in his multicultural job site. For next month's event, he will reinforce the community's role in promoting health and safety in homes and neighborhoods by collaborating with law enforcement, among other public agencies and resource providers. Martinez will be joined by Consul General Painor, Daly City Vice Mayor Ray Benaventura, and Colma Vice Mayor Joan Del Rosario in the 8th Free From Violence, a forum and resource fair to be staged by the all-volunteer nonprofit Alice Comares and Compares in partnership with Seton Medical Center, Union Bank, Thomasians USA, and the Seramonte Homeowners Association. The event is scheduled from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Thursday, October 4 at Gellert Clubhouse in Gellert Park. This is a free event and open to the public. Mar Rojas acts as presidential envoy in new talks with China. Philippine President Benigno Aquino will send a special envoy to China in an effort to meet the country's leader-in-waiting for talks on a tense territorial dispute. Rojas will lead a delegation to a 5-day trade expo in China's southern city of Nanning starting on Friday, in which Chinese Vice President Xi Jinping is also set to attend. President Aquino had hoped to discuss with President Hu Jintao the country's competing claims in the South China Sea, but a tentative meeting was never in place. The President has given his approval to Secretary Rojas to relay to Vice President Xi Jinping what Aquino had wanted to relay to President Hu Jintao. Rojas' appointment came after the government's acknowledged Wednesday it used a controversial senator in back-channel talk with China to ease tension between the two countries. However, the tactic appeared to backfire domestically after the Senator Antonio Trillanes publicly criticized the Philippine chief negotiator in the dispute. Consulate aids kin of slain woman. The Philippine consulate here in San Francisco is assisting actively in the case involving a Filipina whose body was discovered off the road in San Benito County, over 100 miles south of San Francisco. The woman, a Monterey and San Jose resident Norifi Herrera Jones, was 29 years old, whose last employment was at an optometry clinic in Milpitas. She reportedly was separated from her husband, Lawrence Jones, age 69. Jones, a distinguished professor at the Graduate School of Business and Public Policy at the Naval Postgraduate School in Monterey, is a suspect in the case. Sheriff Sergeant Tony LaMonica said an autopsy performed on Norifi Jones revealed signs of foul play, prompting officers to search Jones' residence in Monterey, where they concluded she was killed. The cause of her death has not yet been disclosed. Authorities reported later took custody of Lawrence Jones in Los Angeles County. The couple was married for 5 years and they had filed divorce papers, but authorities had not ascertained if the process had been executed. Ardy Alba debuts Biktima in the country of his birth. Boyish-looking and soft-spoken Filipino-American filmmaker Ardy Alba, aged 34, was excited to show us his first directorial debut thriller in the Philippines entitled Biktima. According to Ardy, his movie is about how someone would cope up with a loved one who was thought as dead and suddenly comes to life. Biktima was shot entirely in Bohol and was filmed only within the span of 8 days. Something unthinkable in Hollywood. Born in Cebu, Ardy, who earned his Bachelor's of Arts degree major in drama at the Jacksonville State University and his Master's of Fine Arts in film directing at the Los Angeles Film School in Hollywood, California, is known as the youngest director at the age of 23 to helm 175 episodes of a telenovela series entitled Kapalaran from 2002 to 2004 for a premier television network. And this has been your weekly news and review. This news has been brought to you by the premier Filipino-American newspaper here in the United States, the Philippine News. On behalf of the management and staff of the Philippine News, this is David Rodriguez signing off and thanking everyone for listening. Maraming salamat po. Have a wonderful week and mabuhay po sa inyong lahat.